judge, you should be rising. Sorry. Okay, sit down. Let's stand back up again. There's less of you. Hello, people of the jury, people of the court. My name is Judge Tofu, as was previously mentioned. You're all here today to provide me a jury, as my last one was sacked, as they were all imbeciles. However, I hope this one will be better. I run things differently in my court. We kind of make things up as we go along. Okay. You'll get it as we go. Okay. However, my court's slightly understaffed, quite underfunded. You know, the bureaucracy of the court is not as what it should be. So, the idea is... So, the thing is, we don't know who's on trial. We don't know what their crime is just yet. But I know that it's one of you. One of you stands trial. Which one is it? You were very quick. What's your name?
Tilly.
Tilly. That rings a bell. Do you have any preferred pronouns, Tilly?
She, her.
She, her. Lovely. Well, Tilly, we're just going to find out what crime you committed and whether or not you're innocent and guilty. How does that sound?
Fantastic.
Brilliant. To help provide this evidence and to determine your fate, I have a member of the defence and the prosecution who are going to help see if you are innocent or guilty. I'm going to introduce them now. Here comes the defence. Clap for the defence. Would you like to say a few words?
I would.
Well, you can't. I'll now bring on the prosecution. Thank you. You have before you young Tilly here.
Hello, young Tilly.
She, her. Okay? You know how the court works, we're so dysfunctional. We don't know what the crime is, and we obviously don't know whether they are innocent or guilty. Okay? Do you have any opening statements to make? Or?
I'm going to wait until the rest of the janitorial team, because that's what we're using for lawyers these days. Oh, crumbs. But I will say that while the prosecutor today does look rather snazzy and rather delectable, you're going down. You're going down because... oh, and the judge! You grey-haired, magnificent bastard. Yes. Look brilliant. And yeah, I've got so much evidence, it's pouring out my arse, just like the rest of my speech.
Wait, you mean there's no evidence?
What's that?
Are you the defense?
Silence! Tampering with the jury.
I actually do have some evidence already, Your Honour. It says here that the defendant is a bitch. The defence, I meant to say.
I know you're the prosecutor. I know you're the prosecutor.
We'll sue the court for contempt.
Enough. Look, I've heard enough of your pottery, okay?
Tilly made me guilty, but
I said enough. Order. Do you feel safe, Tilly?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
So.
So. That's a bit more like it. So, now I'm going to introduce you. The team of barristers and lawyers, and maybe some of them are janitors because all the other staff have left, okay? I'm going to bring them in. Come on in, janitors and lawyers. So, okay, maybe some of these guys, when I say some, they are all of the janitors. You can see it's a very clean establishment. There's no food or anything lying around, I don't think. No, okay. They're very quick. They're quick at their jobs, and they're quick at providing statements, which is what they're going to do now. So, Tilly, you're about to get grilled by these janitors. They're going to test your mind and interrogate you for everything that you know. How do you feel now, Tilly?
Slightly less good, but still in there.
Nice. Okay, start with you. Take it away.
So, Tilly, first of all, where are you from?
I'm from Basingstoke in Hampshire.
Basingstoke.
In England.
Brilliant place. What's there to do there?
Not much. there's like 2 clubs, and where I actually live, there's like 3 pubs and like 5 churches.
Okay. The question is, what's your go-to pub then?
It's called the Wagon and Horses.
The Wagon and Horses. Any wagons or horses there?
No, occasionally one comes through, but not often. It's quite.
It's an absolute lie.
Tilly. That's your real name.
It's actually Matilda.
Oh, well, what do you like? Have you got a favourite food choice? Matilda?
Probably a roast dinner.
A roast dinner. What part of the roast dinner is your favourite?
The Yorkshire pudding.
The Yorkshire pudding.
Correct! Woo!
pudding. What kind of meat do you have with your roast dinner?
Well, I'm actually trying to become a vegetarian. But
Trying to.
Roll on!
probably chicken.
Chicken. So the questions I have for you, Matilda.
May I address the jury, Your Honour?
Yeah, the jury's there.
May I call you Tilly?
Yes, please do.
Have you got any friends in Basingstoke, Tilly?
Full stop. Yeah.
Have you got friends?
Yeah, I thought you were going to ask my friends. Yeah, I have got friends.
What are they like?
They're very nice people. Yeah. I'm going to uni, so I'm a bit sad that I'm leaving. But yeah.
And are they sad that you're leaving?
I hope so. They haven't expressed that, but
We'll
yeah.
see, won't we?
Yeah.
So, what do you get up to with your friends, Tilly?
College mainly. We sometimes have picnics. Go to Spoons, I guess.
Spoons?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's in weather. Spoons.
Well, no, I didn't. Yes. Yes, okay. That'll be all you want.
So, Tilly, you've mentioned your friends. What about your family? Do you have one?
I do have one, yeah.
Care to elaborate on them? What are they like? Do they have any weird traits?
They're actually, one of them's in an improv show, actually.
Oh, that's
Funny that.
Don't bother seeing that.
Yeah, they're really great, actually, yeah. They love Edinburgh.
So, they're a blatant liar?
My dad works for a pharmaceutical company, and my mum is a librarian, and my sister's a university student.
Interesting.
At Bournemouth.
Tilly, I was also going to ask you about your family, so I'm thinking of something very, very quickly. How are you enjoying Edinburgh?
I love it. It's a really great city. It's one of my favourites.
See, do you prefer it to wherever it is you live? I've forgotten.
I don't know. They're very different. I live in a small village outside of Basingstoke, so it's a very different living experience.
I see. Have you ever lived in the countryside?
Not really, no.
Would you like to?
Is that an offer?
No. It's outrageous, Your Honour. No further questions.
Hello, Tilly. I think you mentioned that your mum's a librarian, right?
Yes.
Now, I have to ask, just in case, any of the books that you might have read growing up, were they property of the library? just checking.
Yes.
Yes. Were they returned to the library? I have no further questions.
So, Tilly, I hope you answered everything correctly and honestly. Well, you didn't, because you lied about your name. And you don't lie in Basingstoke, in the little village outside.
I thought people might know Basingstoke.
What's the name of the village?
It's called Harley Whitney.
Harley Whitney? Okay, interesting. Okay. Do the prosecution and defence wish to come up and make any statements on what they've just heard?
Yeah, I'll go on.
Ah,
I'll let the prosecution start.
very much. I think I decide that.
Oh.
I think I'll let the prosecution.
Thank you, Your Honour.
Well, as Our Honour has said, there has been many lies told in this court. Not only their name, but there were no horses or wagons at that pub, nor they couldn't even tell us the truth about their family. There is a lies riddled throughout their statement. And not only that, there is a pattern here, Your Honour. They stole books from a public educational library. There are kids out there who now can't read. I think it is quite obvious. No matter, we may not know what the crime is, but we know that Tilly is definitely a criminal of something. Thank you, Your Honour.
Compelling argument from the prosecution. Defence, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I do, Your Honour.
Well, say it.
I will. People of the jury, Your Honour. I want to paint a different picture to you. I want to paint a picture of a young woman who has been oppressed by the very circumstances they were born into. Let me just read here from the opening statements. Your father is a pharmaceutical agent, am I right? Something along those lines. Code word for drug dealer. Furthermore, your mummy, Matilda, steals books, property of the state. And
you're defending.
There's a point. Furthermore, even the very town they are named after is named after alcohol. Hartley Whitney, it's gin, it goes with tonic. I quite like it after I wipe the floor with these fuckers. Matilda is a victim of her circumstances, and I implore each and every one of you to search in your hearts why Matilda is innocent today. You at the back, try to find it in you. Maybe it will be at the bottom of that
wrap this
vodka.
up.
That's all I have to say.
Okay, thank you. You can take your seats. So, you can see here we have this lovely television here, which show it up. Come on. Yeah, look how lovely this is. It's a Samsung, I believe. Yes. We were going to replay the evidence that we have of you living your lives in Hartley Whitney, but sadly, due to budget cuts, we're on emergency power. That's why the only lights on are these bulbs that we can't even afford lampshades for, apparently. Okay. So what I've got my janitors in here for is to kind of replay transcripts of what we've taken from you in forms of evidence. Okay. They're going to start off fairly basic as we go on. It's going to get more complex. Okay. We get the idea. What? Yeah. Who said what? Were you here? You're the jury, yes? This is a court of law. You're deciding, yeah, it is, yes. Okay, right.
People from the jury.
Right. Are we ready?
Yes.
Right, that was crap, but I'm pressed for time. So, here we go. Get on with the evidence.
Oh my god. Come on, Tilly! I am so excited to have a crazy night out in Hartley Whitney. We have so many options. We can
amazing.
We can like sit in a field surrounded by cows and manure and drink. We can go to the pub and drink. We can sit in the church, outside the church because it's closed past 5 p.m.
Of course,
and drink.
But there's 5 different churches that we can do that at.
I don't know about 2,000 people in this village. I don't know how it works. And drink.
Incredible.
I can go to a wine bar and drink even. And they sell really expensive cheeses. As students, we have like £3. What do you think we should do?
I think we should have quite a night in.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I've recently gone teetotal. I didn't want to tell you like this, but yeah, just drinking outside all those churches, it's not for me anymore.
I'm sorry. As your best friend,
yes.
Tiff, this is the last thing I would ever expect from you, Tilly. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Do you want me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
I have seen the light, Tiff.
How those 5 churches got to your head?
All that drinking outside churches, it was making God very angry, and he came to me in a dream.
Sorry.
He showed me the error of my ways. Let me finish. He showed me the error of my ways, and now I exist to serve him and only him. So there'll be
They drink wine! They drink wine in church! It's a whole thing! It's a pretty important part of Catholicism!
I'm listening.
So, as the manager of the Horse and Carriage Wetherspoons, yes, I've noticed a distinct lack of horses.
Well,
What's up with that?
I was going to ask
Well, that's not my issue. I hired you to get horses.
feel about, you know, like, yeah, you hired a farmer, yeah?
I assume a farmer has access to it. I've already got carriages, you know, they're in the back.
But like, I just focus on like crops and shit. So like, if you want crops,
I do not need crops. We've got enough like barley and beer. I don't know.
I mean,
I need horses.
I can try and find a horse.
You can try and find a horse.
Yes.
What, like nick one, or just like a wild horse?
Well, aren't all horses wild deep down?
No, they're domesticated creatures.
Oh right, okay.
What have I hired you for then?
Well, as I said, I just do the crops. I don't know shit about.
Look, Jimmy, I opened this bar, Wetherspoons, 10 years ago on the sole intention of having a bar where my loyal customers could sit and have a drink next to horses.
Okay.
And it's been 10 years and there has not been a single horse in my bar.
I see.
I have gone through farmer after farmer after farmer, no one takes that horse.
Tell you what, bar. Probably put wrong with sheep.
To return my book. 1 second. What book? The greatest book ever written, yeah? The Holy Bible. Okay. Holy Bible, what letter would that come under? Is that a B or an H? I think T. T. Sorry, I'm just going to turn through all these pages. I'm just going to turn through all these pages one by one to get to T. It's a very thick book, you see. So just, of course. Why do you want to return the Bible? I've read it.
So, my janitors have provided their first round of evidence, Tilly. How do we stop drinking, Tilly?
This is not helping our case.
I keep drinking. Behave. Sorry, sir. I mean, how are we feeling now, Tilly?
It's quite accurate, to be fair. But it's
You've just admitted to the jury that everything there is.
It's not incriminating so far, so I'm not.
That's what you think, Tilly. You don't know what the crime is. So, I've been told by the earpiece in my ear that none of you can see because it's been stolen, but it's still there. That the prosecution and the defence would like to provide, they'd like to provide some further details. They'd like to question some other people, okay? Well, some new evidence has come to light, basically. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, Tilly. Some new evidence has just come in. And it's up to the prosecution and defence to ask people to the stand to provide that evidence.
Tilly, you've made my job really hard.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, we've seen the lack of horses, we've seen too many carriages.
Yeah.
We've seen the return of the Bible. Is that a Star Wars reference? Moving on.
I did want to revisit evidence in the library, but I don't think we can because it appears our lawyers had hired this man to pick up the books. He was just picking up books. So, I think I know where we need to go.
Okay.
There's a very important detail that we've missed.
Notice how the prosecution and defence work in harmony. No.
You know you can get you cancelled.
It's too late. That's right.
Alex, Mr. Shaw, I should name you. I think we should say it at the same time.
Yeah.
Because we know what it is.
Let's do it.
I'm back. We are going to go back to Wetherspoons to see where the horses came from.
This wasn't in like what we've kind of gone through in the structure. They've just kind of added this in themselves. Okay.
We want to see the horses! Where are they?
So, can those who worked in the Wetherspoons come back?
Where's the horse? Doesn't someone have to be a horse?
There is no horse, you imbecile! That's the line!
Get the damn horses.
Pay attention! So, start.
Right. So, horses.
Yes.
What is a horse?
You're a farmer.
They are crops we can fruit.
A horse, four-legged creature, bit of snout.
Bit of a snout.
Mane, you know, big long hair.
Mane.
You know, and then you can sit on it and ride it around.
So, lion.
That's not the right kind of mane.
Four-legged. Mane.
Not the right.
You can sit on it. Look.
That is aggressively dangerous.
Objection, Your Honour. You can also have it as a drinking partner.
Overruled! No, you can't!
Objection, Your Honour. The bar manager loves lions.
Sustained, he does.
You know what, Jim? There is a lot of pubs named after lions now that I think about it, and not any of them have lions in them, which is what I was trying to do with my original idea for Wetherspoons. And you know what this lion is? Very cute. Where'd you get it?
Well, I went to a horse shop. and I was talking to the folks going to get it.
Yeah.
And I was talking to...
It's a very passive lion.
Yeah, I put some tranquilizers. And I was talking to the guy behind the counter. He was like, well, I've got this horse. I've got this smaller horse. I think it was a pony, to be honest.
Right, can I cut you off?
Yeah, you want.
Okay. So you went to the horse shop.
Yes, I did.
I love the lion, don't get me wrong, it's a good idea.
Yes.
But you passed by the two horses.
No, I was going to buy them, but then he gave me an even better offer on this lion.
How much?
How much? Well, it was sort of quite under the table. Yeah.
That does not explain the price.
Well, let's just say I'll let myself down.
I built this entire Wetherspoons to base off the fundamental joke of a horse walks into a bar. And the lion walks into a bar doesn't quite have the same ring.
Objection, Your Honour. It has an amazing ring to it, to the point he's going to change the name of the bar.
You know what? Sold.
Excuse me. I decide. Sustained.
Oh, you know what? I'm sold.
Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, lovely. I think we've established what really happened at the horse and wagon, or is it now the
lion and wagon?
Rat wagon. The lion and rat wagon. Lion and wagon. So, let's see the next round of evidence, shall we? Take it away.
Oh my god.
My child.
You're my favourite one, you know that? I've been drinking a lot of wine.
Okay, let's take this away from you. Just put this down here.
Oh, this is my bestie, my bestie. Hi, bestie.
Oh my god, hi, bestie!
Now's not the time.
Are you having a religious awakening, bestie?
I love it.
Tilly, snap out of it!
But I just drinking wine is just not that. Oh god.
Look, you've got a really bad drinking problem.
It's Catholicism. You drink the wine because of the storybook.
You're supposed to take a sip. You don't drink the entire church dry. This is massive. There are 5 churches. We've all gone out of business.
I love Jesus.
Look, I love Jesus as well. Why don't you try just eating the bread?
Because that'll soak up the wine.
So you're saying that you're doing this to get like the pure essence of Jesus in you?
I would phrase it using those exact words, yes.
Good to know. Why? Why would you do this? Why would anyone do this? I've dedicated my life to Jesus. I understand how this works, and I think you're being a bit odd.
Can I level with you, Mr. Priestman?
Yeah.
So, I had that whole dream, God and everything, had to become Christian, got pretty spooked about hell, that whole thing. But I love a drink. I love a drink. And then my mate told me that, you know, you can drink in Catholicism. I mean, I was technically a Christian, but it's like the same thing. I just sort of shifted over a bit. And then I just, you know, it's best of both worlds.
You're only supposed to take a sip!
Okay.
You're not supposed to... I had like 20 litres yesterday. The other church had 150. I literally don't know how you're physically breathing in this.
Honestly, I feel like the fact they drank this much and they haven't died yet is a sign of something.
Thank you. That's why she's my bestie. She's
Yeah.
Do you know what, Mr. Priest?
I've got this place for miracles. It's called AA.
Welcome, dear patron.
Hi, yeah.
My new bar. We changed the sign.
Yeah.
Would you like a drink? Ignore the line.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know when you said ignore the line? I didn't order that. You know when I said ignore the line?
The line.
The line seems to be enjoying it, so I'll have one of those.
One of those for you.
Yeah. What?
One of those for the line.
Why do you have a line?
It's the line and carriage.
What? Okay, I get the line bit, but where's the carriage?
Out back. They're a bit big to get in here, and they don't really work on lions because, like, they're made for horse bodies. That was the. Yeah, no, I won't get into it.
Well, why not get a horse?
The lion is a lot cooler.
It doesn't need another pint.
So you're saying that you've got the lions who are drunk and killed everyone?
What?
That one's gone.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, there she goes. I mean, like, prices of, like, tourism, you know, it's bringing in a lot of new people.
It is,
Not
but,
many pubs
but-
have a live, deadly
Yeah.
predator in them.
What's not, a lot of people aren't leaving.
I don't see how that's a problem.
So, you know what?
They're still paying.
You know
and
what?
look, honestly, he's got a wallet on him.
I've got an idea, and I've thought outside the box bit here.
Oh, yeah?
What's got 4 legs, a mane, and won't kill everyone?
What?
A horse.
What gives?
Sorry, just no quiet, please. No, not because we're in the library, but because I narrowly escaped a lion attack. I worry if I'm too loud, it might find me, so just shh.
No. Do we not have a book on how to escape lion attacks? That seems like a really good thing to add to our itinerary.
You know what, let me check the list. Right, we've got how to survive horse attacks. Not how to survive lion attacks.
I don't know why you have that huge book. Like, everything's on the internet now.
Yeah, we are becoming quite redundant. But do you not think that the book on how to survive horse attacks could work?
I don't know. I mean, they both have manes and 4 legs. They both have manes and 4 legs.
Hang on, let me try it. Here it is. It's nice and thick, this one. It's just, yeah, there we go. So 1 sheet. Okay.
Do you have something to help survive tiger attacks?
Tiger attacks?
Yeah.
They have 4 legs but no mane.
No mate. Well, right. Step 1. Give it a pint.
Okay. A pint doesn't specify what. 'Cause in a library, we're not allowed alcohol. We are allowed, like, water and soft drinks.
Lager.
There's, like, apples and cider, right? There's apples and apple juice. That's the important bit, right?
Yeah, sure, let's go with that. Alright.
We've got apple juice.
Cut to trying to stop the lion with apple juice.
Just apple juice.
That's a good boy. That's a good boy.
Okay, I don't know how that managed to work, but I feel like you can talk at a normal
they tried
voice.
to snap at me. They tried to snap at me, but I managed to dodge anyway.
You don't need to whisper anymore. It's okay. We're
Okay.
safe from lion attacks.
Okay.
Now
we're
let's
still in
read.
the library.
Let's read step
We're
2.
still in the library. Be quiet.
Let's read step 2. Okay, so it says here, do not apply this knowledge to a lion, because this is how to survive horse attacks. Because lions and horses are not the same, despite their obvious similar appearances. And despite their obvious similar appearances, they do share different traits. Where a bear would normally tame a horse, a bear actually makes a lion more aggressive and makes it recite poetry.
To be or not to be?
Actually, having quite the adventure, drinking all the church wine by the looks of things, and the Wetherspoons and the pub look like it's coming along nicely in Hartley Whitney. What a bustling city it is.
There aren't many lines in Hartley Whitney.
They're not.
No.
That would explain the extreme lack of lion defence books in the library. Have you ever seen a lion in Hartley Whitney? Crazy. Okay. So, I have also received a little audio transcript, okay, of evidence provided by somebody who will remain anonymous regarding what's been happening in Hartley Whitney. Usually I'd invite the client here, but apparently they were killed by an animal attack of an unknown description. So instead I've got this I've given some of these the transcripts, and they're going to read it out, and to remain impartial, they're going to read it out in parts. Okay, you'll see how it is. So 3 people, step forward, please. A little bit. There you go. You'll get it eventually. Okay. So what's going to have to happen is they're going to read it part by part when I point my gavel at them, reciting the story of what has been written on the transcript that they have in front of them. Read the transcript up.
I have memorised.
Look at you. So if you've got it memorised, you'll be able to tell the story of what happened in Hartley Whitney. Go.
So, you're probably expecting this story to start by talking about the lions, but actually they're an incidental factor to this witness statement.
The larger problem happens to be that the zoo nearby is incredibly lax on security. The cost of living crisis really is hitting everyone hard.
And it just feels like the council aren't taking this seriously because they're trying to make it into like a tourism thing, and it's really...
All 2,000 citizens of this once proud town are now under threat of various animal attacks, not just lions, but eagles and tigers and dolphins.
However, the dolphins are less of a problem because it's not by the sea or any rivers, and so they kind of just flop around. It's dangerous if you get close.
It's quite sad actually. But anyway, my friend Tilly seemed to think the dolphins were cruel, and she was trying to get them back to the sea. But by being nice to the animals, you encourage them.
Tilly is, to put it bluntly, not the brightest. And in her efforts to save these man-eating, ferocious dolphins.
What Tilly has basically done is just encouraged them.
And in encouraging them, the dolphins have begun...
They've begun having opposable thumbs and solving math, and they're going to make everyone in this village obsolete soon.
Well, thank you very much for reading off of the statement. Janitors, you can go back in your line, yes? It really is all kicking off in Hartley Whitney, isn't it? Dolphins have got opposable thumbs, and by the sound of things are going to start breathing on air rather soon, okay? They already breathe air, so I don't know why they live in the sea. Maybe they'll grow legs. I'm a judge, not an ecologist. So, Tilly, you ready for the last round of evidence before we determine your fate?
Yes.
Are you ready for the last round of evidence?
Yes, Your Honour.
Yeah. Think so. Take it away.
You're right there.
No, just my foot.
I get all these attacks called making you go a bit like that.
Yeah.
So the lion seems to have calmed down a bit.
Oh yeah, lion's fine.
Yeah, I've been reading some poetry.
English. Loves poetry.
Forthrighting in the slimy
Now, since I did the horse, and the lion and the horse, well, I've sort of got into a bit of the business of letting animals out the zoo, into the world, be part of us, and I may have started a war with some dolphins.
You've got to watch out for those dolphins. They do not mess around.
Yeah, lions famously hate dolphins.
I've read that, I believe.
Get away. Get away. I live here now.
What are you into?
This pub is not yours, it belongs to the lions. Can't you read the sign? You have the whole ocean.
Check again, it says dolphin and carriage, that witch wagon. You see?
Curse your opposable thumbs, you painted over it.
You see, this town ain't big enough for the both of us.
You know what? I reckon I can still take you in a fight. So how about we compromise? As lions are peaceful creatures now that we've been enhanced through poetry, I'm willing to make a deal with you.
Yeah, what is it?
You have the pub, and you stay there and leave the rest of us alone.
There's no fun. Pub closes at 10.
Like, you own the pub, you can close it whenever you want.
Yeah, but I swear it's like licensing laws or something. I'll be honest, it's 2 nightclubs apparently. They sound great.
It's basically a bit crap, isn't it?
Yeah. You want to conquer Edinburgh?
Ooh, now you're talking. It feels a little ungrateful. The humans did, let me out, teach me to read and speak, all the rest of that. But they've been doing a pretty crap job with this place. I mean, yeah, it was the horse and wagon, and that was the lion and wagon, now it's the dolphin and wagon. They've got no control over this place. Carriage, wagon.
So now we've got the pub, what do I do with all of these? We've got the lion, we've got the horse. We've got the lion, we've got the horse.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it does appear we have a lot of loose animals that are seemingly under our control. That is the horse.
Can you teach this thing how to read and just do what you did with me because it's awful company?
I don't know.
Get back here.
I think the lion did that. It wasn't nice.
How do we teach a horse to read?
Nay?
Religion.
Priest. Do we know any priests?
There's 5 churches. We can find. Yeah. They can probably teach you. They can do something. I assume teach a horse to read.
Do you go find a priest then?
Yeah, let's find a priest.
Yeah. Right. So tell yours.
I'm going too. Oh,
Yeah. Well, you can fuck off. Off to the priest.
Off the priest.
We need a priest.
It's the priest.
Hi, what can I help you with today?
I'm in.
Oh.
Shh.
Oh.
We need
a priest. Oh, you need a priest?
Yeah.
Let me check the books. We've got how to become a priest, but not a literal priest in the library, I'm afraid.
Where are the churches?
Nay?
No. You want to become? All right. Well, here's the book, How to Become a Priest. If you want to just take that, I don't care about the library anymore. Just go ahead.
You trying to come in my turf?
We're trying to teach a horse to read.
That's my turf. If you want a priest to teach the horse to read, come to a priest.
Well, we were trying to. We ended up in a library.
Well, what do you think was going to... You go to the church, not the library.
Well, the library looks like a church. It's not a
Also need the door.
This place belongs to the dolphins now!
Well, Tilly, I really appreciate you taking me to this Alcoholics Anonymous meeting.
Yeah.
It's really helped me a lot. I feel a lot closer to myself now. I'm not sure how much it's helped your alcoholism, but
I'm doing great. I just I really understand. Oh my God! Look, a horse. I really understand that.
So, first time at AA meeting?
I've been to a couple. Actually, they keep kicking me out. Don't know why.
Why do you drink then?
Anything. I'm not picky.
Oh, well,
love a good beer.
Yeah.
Love wine. Oh, love wine.
Not that you asked, which is rude, but I'm just here because all these animals got loose and killed half the town, so...
Yeah, I remember seeing that on the news. It's amazing, given all the drunk nights out I had, where I was completely blackout, that I've been completely fine. I haven't actually seen
I guess
any
you were
of
home
them.
by then. I guess you were home.
I didn't hear the beginning of that sentence.
I guess you were home by then. I'll go posh. I guess you were home by then. Oh my God, now I can't see. Alcohol.
Curse the infernal alcohol.
So, this is your next meeting. You seem to be under the delusion that your town has been taken over by dolphins with opposable thumbs.
Okay, turn on the news. I know it sounds crazy, but I swear it's actually happening. I'm not making it up. That whole story I told you.
In the local...
Look, Tilly, you're a patron of my once pub that doesn't exist anymore.
I'll drink to that.
Yes, and I've been meaning to talk to you about this for a while, and on one of your several blackout adventures, it appears, I don't know if you know this, but you were the one who opened the zoo up and let all the animals out.
I don't remember doing that.
It's the blackout, yes. So,
I have a problem.
so it's your fault my pub has been taken over by
I think that would make quite a number of things my fault.
It would. It's your fault, Tilly.
The policemen need to get involved in heaven for their debate up in a court of law, and the poor sod defending me would have a really hard time.
I truly worry for your future, Tilly, but would you like a drink?
I would love
Well, let's make this one quick. I've got a case after this. Come on.
Yeah, let me just. Okay, I just thought I might need to read it especially the bit about. Sorry, I thought I might need to read it again, especially the bit about Doomsday, because I think lions, dolphins. I think I saw a gorilla taking over all of this. It's kind of, making me think that the end times are near. And I just want to make sure because I just really want to go to heaven.
Yeah, slight problem. You're not the first guy that's wanted the Bible today. They're all checked out. So
They're all checked out.
Every single one. And as we all know, the only place you can get a Bible is the library.
Okay, back up. Do you have the Torah?
The Torah?
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Librarian. Sorry. Yeah, the Bibles I borrowed.
Yes, you come to return them.
Well, I wanted to check all of them just to see if there are any differences or anything like that. Yeah, I lost them.
You lost the Bible, yes.
All of them.
How are we going to know what religion to follow? How are we going to know anything about any religion?
I don't know, to be honest, I read a lot of it drunk, so I don't even remember what it said.
Okay, well, tell you what, could you just take this notepad and just write down what you know and I'll just print it as the Bible?
Okay, there was...
Sorry.
So, checking this Bible that you just gave me, I don't think one of the 10 Commandments is thou shalt not play football. I don't think that was even a thing in ancient Judea.
Well, yeah, times change.
I think, Assyrians should not always be bolded arse.
Look, if you are coming in here and telling me that I'm some sort of disreputable library, you'd be sorely mistaken.
Then why is there a picture of you with lines coming up as a sting?
Well...
So, I know there's been some controversy, but my new Bible is really taking off. It's really
Oh my god, Tilly, teach me your ways, I can be your disciple.
Do you see, it's going to be like the new wave of Christianity, so I think we need to write more.
Oh, okay.
More of the Bible.
Oh, okay. Here's another notepad.
I remember there was a bit about the plank of wood. I can't remember what it was doing. But
plank of wood.
Plank of wood. There was like a bloke carrying the plank of wood, and then everyone was really sad. I don't know, but I do remember that.
Okay, so I'm reading this second book of the Bible.
Yeah.
And it says something about James. His name's Jesus.
Hey, New Testament. It's a new bit of literature, It's
Yeah, but the New Testament has already been written. I think it was written about 2,000 fucking years ago.
Not very new.
No, you're not on it. This is the new Christianity.
Yeah. It's very authentic and very real.
If the Mormons can invent a new section of Christianity, why can't we?
But I don't want to particularly diss any actual religions here.
Sit down. Nice to meet you. What was your name?
My name is Father John.
Nice to meet you, Father John. I'm God.
Yes. What's happened with my cloak? It's gone up my arse. Right. Oh, Tilly.
What a story.
No reason. No wonder you couldn't remember what happened. You were drunk. Silly Tilly. Silly.
Do you want me to bar the door?
No, she'll get her fate, I'm sure. Or maybe she won't. Who knows? So, a bit pressed for time. Usually I'd ask these guys to provide a short closing statement, but I believe the prosecution and defence have everything that they have. Tilly, I've been told that I know what you've been accused for here today. I think you've done multiple bad things during the evidence portrayed, but you only stand accused of one crime here today. It wasn't the animals. You falsified the word of the Lord and created an entirely new Bible and religion, therefore committing blasphemy and plunging the world into doomsday.
That's about right.
How do you plead?
Guilty.
Looks like you're out of a job. What are your little notes? Don't you feel useless?
Please, sir, I want a life of drug dealing like you.
Well, to be honest, it's not up to you. You pleaded guilty, she's pleaded guilty, people, but it's up to you, really.
There could be an appeal.
I don't like you very much. Do you have anything to say? Just very quickly, prosecution and defence. I don't think you need to say anything.
Go on. I do have something to say.
Go on, quickly.
Now, I'd like to take you all on the journey.
Fuck.
Really quickly.
Okay, very quickly. I'd like to tell you about a woman who not only is blasphemous and causing doomsday, that doomsday is already upon us. Evil dolphins, she encouraged them to take over local Wetherspoons businesses. And there was one problem. Tilly, can you stand up for a moment, please?
Of course.
Tilly, I'd like you to present to the court the beverage you have been consuming. Tilly, please, raise it up.
I found it. It's under.
Tilly, I have but one question for you. If you're not guilty, then why the long face?
A few words from the defence.
I'd just like to call your attention back to the witness report. And I quote, Tilly is not the brightest.
You try. People of the jury, you've heard the evidence, you've heard the prosecution and the defence, but it is now up to you to decide Tilly's fate. Those who believe Tilly is not guilty, raise your hands now.
I will follow to heaven.
Yeah.
3, you've repented and said. Okay. Those who believe Tilly is guilty of falsifying the Bible. Tilly, I hereby find you guilty of falsifying the word of the Lord and committing blasphemy. Your punishment is nothing. However, the defence here will carry out the punishment for you, which tonight is to take out the bins of our accommodation. People of the court, we have been Bournemouth University Improv Society. The punishment will be recorded and posted on our Instagram, which you can follow at BU Improv Sock, which is not the things that you wear on your feet, but indeed SOC. Follow us on Instagram. Thank you so much for laughing as much as you did. This was our first show this year at Fringe. You've been a great audience.